This may just look like an ordinary sticker, but what if I told you this sticker can actually help transform your life and help you stick to better routines? And it costs only 35 cents. It sounds too good to be true, I know, but I assure you it's not. So today, you and I are going to dive into the world of NFC tags. I'm going to show you some of my favorite ways to use these to automate my life, to add in efficiencies, to help me make better choices. There's a little bit of programming involved, but I'm going to help you along every step of the way, so don't be too intimidated. Without further ado, let's dive in. What is an NFC tag anyway? Well, NFC stands for near field communication, and within each NFC is a built-in microchip, really tiny one that you can program so that when it's scanned, your tag does things, and also an antenna which allows your NFC tag to communicate wirelessly with NFC readers so that it can read your chip and then perform the action. So our phones are a good example of something that is able to read an NFC tag because most modern smartphones have wireless payment options, and that is the technology that we are using to program our little chips. I buy my NFC tags on Amazon. These ones are in sticker form, so I can actually peel them and stick them anywhere. But you can also sometimes find them in like these little chips that don't necessarily need to be pasted anywhere. I mean, even if I don't want to put a sticker on something, I just like will cut out the NFC tag with the sticker backing and place it wherever I want. So I feel like the sticker is a good way to have like as many options as possible. This right here was originally a 30 pack. I paid $9.99 Canadian for it, so very inexpensive. And I feel like you can even find them for cheaper if you're planning to buy like 50 or 100. Now this first NFC use case is actually the major inspo behind this video, because when I shared it, I had a lot of people ask me about NFC tags, and I don't blame you, because this is one of my favorite ways to use NFC tags in 2026, and it is to create your own DIY brick. Now how the brick works is essentially you buy this device that you stick on as a magnet on your fridge, and whenever you want to lock yourself out of distracting apps like social media, you tap your phone against it, it locks your apps, and to unlock them, you have to go back to your fridge, unlock your brick, and then you will be able to access those apps again. Essentially what it's creating is like this physical barrier of having to get up from your desk, get up from your bed, get up from your couch to intentionally unlock those apps on your phone and then use them, rather than allowing yourself to get into this autopilot mode of scrolling. I love the concept so much, I decided to investigate how to make it for myself and ended up creating my own brick. This is a little marble holder that I have in my entryway, so it's not on my fridge. And on the lid, you'll see I have an NFC sticker. And when I want to lock the social media apps on my phone, I scan it, and all of a sudden, all the social media apps can't be opened. If I try and open Instagram, this is what I see. TikTok. I DIY'd my brick in an app called Focus. It is a free app, in case you're wondering. I'll have a link to it down in the description box. It's so easy to set up. It allows you to customize which apps you want to lock down, because maybe the apps that are distracting to me are different than the apps that are distracting to you. I've been using it for over a month now, and some of the reasons I really like it is because it keeps me off those distracting apps while still giving me access to my phone, which I do need. I still need to use the camera app and answer emails and text messages and do all other work-related tasks. Like social media is my job, so there is a lot of stuff that needs to happen on here, even editing videos or pictures. Then it also pauses the autopilot scrolling, which like I like scrolling, but I don't want to always be scrolling or be doing it in a mind-numbing way. So I think there's a balance to be had there. Just the tension of seeing that I've already locked the apps makes me realize that, oh my goodness, I'm like so frequently just going to these apps all the time just to fill up seconds in my day that are filled with like nothing. And I think we all can embrace a little bit more nothingness and pause and quiet and non-distraction time. But I will admit, it's such a hard thing to embrace, because I think we've become accustomed to just always being consumed with new stuff. Like these algorithms allow us to constantly get entertained whenever we want. And it can be uncomfortable to feel that tension with not having access to that. But it's been so good, and I feel like whenever I start feeling off on social media, I'm seeing things that are making me feel worse after I've been scrolling, that's when I know it's time to lock everything up, and that's my cue to go tap my NFC tag. Who knew a piece of marble would be so effective at helping me quit social media? For all of these other NFC use cases, I'm going to be using the Shortcuts app to program my NFC tag, because the Shortcut app makes it super easy to do that. What's really handy within the Shortcuts app is your ability to set up automation. So essentially When you scan your NFC tag, you can set up a sequence of events that happen simultaneously. Instead of you having to do these individual steps, your phone kind of takes care of all of that for you. So some of my favorite NFC tags actually are ones that initiate certain modes in my life. So one of them being, as we're sitting here in the office, my work mode. I've had an NFC sticker stuck to the inside of one of my top office drawers for a few years now. And whenever I tap my phone against it, it goes through this sequence of events. It vibrates my device, which I really like a vibration at the beginning because then I can know that the automation has run without me looking at my screen to confirm. Then it turns on my work focus till 5 p.m. Now, if you've never heard of focuses before, these are essentially custom home screens and notification settings that you can set up for different points of your day. So I have a work mode focus, which essentially turns off any social notifications and only allows work notifications like emails through. My home screen also has all of my work apps on it. I've got a fun little background wallpaper moment happening there just to set the tone. It also then starts a 30-minute timer. So again, like I can have a focused 30-minute work session, and usually after 30 minutes, I like to take a 5-minute break. It's kind of like a Pomodoro method style that I like to do. I don't like to do like hour, 2-hour long sessions without getting up from my desk, because then I just feel like it really fatigues you after a bit. And I have it open up the YouTube app so I can quickly put on some working background music, because I usually like to have some sort of instrumentals when I'm working. And that essentially is my work mode. And all of these things happen in a matter of seconds when I scan the app. It would take me, maybe a minute or two to do it manually myself. So yes, I'm only saving seconds, but there's something that really pushes me to use this when I know like it is so easy to get everything going. To know I can scan this and focus immediately on getting in the zone really helps. One of my other favorite focuses is a reading mode focus. So whenever I want to have a reading session, whether it's for a fiction or a nonfiction book, I turn this on my phone typically, and it pulls together all of my favorite reading apps like Libby and Fable. I'm now just on Fable actually, so if you want to follow me on there, I'm trying to be consistent with tracking my reading. Kindle, Kobo, Everand. I even have a special Everand promo code down in the description. If you want to get access to 2 free audiobooks, it just puts all that in one place. Nobody can text me or call me. I'm on Do Not Disturb mode. I love it so much. And usually, like I said, I just do the focus on my phone, but I'm going to program an automation with an NFC tag that I'm going to slip behind my e-reader case just to make it a little bit easier. So first I'm going to start off by creating a shortcut. We're going to call the shortcut reading routine and start adding action. So the first thing I want to do is vibrate the device. Then I will say focus, set focus to I'm reading, which I've already designed until turned off. I'm also going to have it search the web, but instead of searching Google, I'll choose YouTube for reading music. So that is my reading routine shortcut. I'm going to get out of here and then go to automation, hit the plus button, scroll to NFC, press scan, and scan my tag like that. Again, I'm going to call this reading routine. I'm going to have it run immediately without confirmation, because otherwise there's going to be like something on your screen that asks you, do you want to run this automation? But it's like, I just want it to go like that. Press next, my shortcuts, and press the reading routine shortcut that we just did. See here, it's ready to go. I'm gonna slip this behind my Kobo case like that. And then I can just tap it and it'll run the automation. You can add a timer if you want to do that. You can have it open one of your favorite book apps if you like to read off of your phone. You can have it send a text to someone that says that you're not going to be available for the next hour because you're reading. I don't know, like there's so many different little things that you can do. I think the best way to program a NFC tag is to think about what are the routines that you already have and what are the steps that you can kind of automate so that you don't have to do them every single time that you're going to do this routine. Another routine that I love using my NFC tag for is my sleep routine. I have an NFC sticker stuck to my side table. When I run that routine, the first thing that it does is it turns off all of the lights in my apartment, but it also turns on the lamp in my bedroom. I have smart lights with Philips Hue light bulbs. I love them. I love like ending my day in my bedroom with red light, especially. Normally to shut off all my lights, I ask Alexa constantly to shut off the living room, turn on the bedroom, but like this is just a step that allows me not to even use my voice. And I can just boop, it does it. And then it turns on my sleep focus, which mutes all of my notifications and dims my home screen and all that fun stuff. Another place where I have an NFC tag is by my entryway. When I'm about to head out the door, I can scan it and it puts my house in lockdown mode. That involves, yes, making sure all of my lights are turned off because again, 90% of my lights are smart light bulbs, so they're all in my Philips Hue systems. And then because I'm in Toronto and I'm always out and about, I even have it immediately open up the TTC app so I can see if there's any delays before I head out the door on any of the subway lines, because if there is a delay or there's a closure, I might pivot and grab an Uber or a Lyft and do something else if I have to be somewhere at a specific time. Again, these are all things you can take the time to do manually, but it really shortens how much time you need when you program a tap of a NFC sticker to do it. Now, I love my physical planners, but I also like my digital ones too. And I feel like an NFC tag is a really cool way to kind of bridge the two together. So in my Filofax here, my planner that I try and visit weekly for like a weekly planning session where I put out all of my to-dos for the week, I slipped an NFC tag in one of my pockets here that opens up a journaling planning mode. And the great thing about this journaling planning mode is, in addition to setting a timer so that I can stay focused for my planning session and turning on some planning music, because I love planning with music on in the background, I can also immediately have it open up my Notion, specifically my life management manual, which I do have a free template that you can download for yourself, copy for yourself, and use for yourself. It's linked in the description box below. And this life management manual requires, I would say, probably like bi-weekly updates about things that are happening. But if I've had an appointment that week for a doctor or a dentist or an optometrist or anyone else really, I can go there and add details from that appointment to my appointment section. If I need to brainstorm gift ideas for someone, whether it's a birthday coming up or they just got engaged, a wedding, a baby, all the things are happening now that I'm 29. It's truly my second brain, but those are not the things I store in my physical planner. Like, this is more for my to-do list, what I need to get done each week. But the two of them together just go so well. And I like the fact that with this NFC tag, I can almost like create a situation where I'm just in my planning flow with both of them. And again, because it's on the front cover, it just makes it super easy. Look, it's already doing all the things. I also love the fact that NFC tags can really increase the functionality of everyday items. Like this right here is a mini journal bookmark that I made myself. It is made with real leather. It is one of my favorite things I've ever made because, like, just look how tiny and adorable it is. Inside here on the front cover of my little notebook is, you guessed it, a little NFC tag. Now this is a keychain that is often on a purse or my keys. And what this does once it scans is immediately open up a voice note that I can speak into, and it will dictate the text as I am speaking, whatever I'm saying into it. And anything I put in here will immediately be added to my notes app that's called On the Go Thoughts. I've had this kind of little shortcut on my home screen for a while now, but I thought adding it into an NFC tag form so that I don't even need to go and find the shortcut on my app. I just need to scan my phone once it's unlocked. Makes it really great for on the go for me to like voice any ideas for videos that come to mind or for my newsletter. And then if I open up the notes, it's right there. And at a later time, I can go through that note and like sort it where it belongs, whether I want to like outline it or continue writing or just pull certain ideas from it. It's just a spot for me to record those things that when you're on the go, you don't want to lose track of. So I could take some time to just write it out myself, but sometimes there's those ideas where you're just like, I want to word vomit and get it out there, and then I don't have to think about remembering it for the rest of the day because I've already documented it. I think anyone who does anything creative, even if it's not creative in like a traditional sense, like writing or creating videos, maybe you have a job that requires you to tap into creativity. And if so, I'm sure you've had those moments throughout your day where inspiration can strike at the wildest times. Like, I think in the shower is such a common one you hear about because it's a time when we're just kind of relaxed in a flow state and focusing on a different task where ideas can suddenly just surge into your brain. But I feel like walking out and about is one of those where ideas can come out of nowhere, and you got to be ready for them. You got to get them down on paper or in a voice note. NFC tags are also really handy to use for opening specific things within apps. So not just opening the apps themselves, but actually digging through specific information that you want. One of my favorite ways to use this is to open up the Notes app in my 1700 page plus Notes app. I got a lot of notes that has my social media links, and I actually have it stored in an NFC tag right there. This is a mini painting that I put together, and you can see that behind it, I have an NFC tag stored there. And what happens is when it gets scanned, It immediately opens up my notes that has my social media links because I have to input this information all the time, and instead of every time going to Instagram, going to TikTok, going to YouTube to find the URLs, it's great to have it in one spot so that I can just easily copy and paste it wherever it needs to go. But again, like I could search for this in my notes app by pressing social links, but it adds those seconds that are precious. Okay, we gotta save the seconds. But seriously, this one actually is very handy. I open this notes app way too often for me not to have this automated. Another possibly surprising one is using an NFC sticker to open up the groceries note within the reminders app. Now, this specific groceries note is designed to be a smart grocery list so that basically you put in whatever you need to put in. So you start typing apples, milk, cheese, and Apple has designed it so that it automatically will sort those items into different categories. So it'll put all the fruits and veg together. It'll put all the milk, dairy products together so that when you're at the grocery store, it's really easy to find what you're looking for when you're in a specific section instead of you having to like manually like switch that up yourself. It's a very easy groceries list to use. I've been enjoying using it quite a bit, but again, like I'd have to type the reminders app and then go to the groceries list and then start inputting. Whereas if I just turn on my phone, immediately scan the NFC tag that's located on my fridge, I'm immediately starting to add things, whether it's like for my weekly grocery list that I'm putting together all at once, or if I'm just adding something throughout the week. Personally, I can lose track of when I do certain things if I don't write them down. And one of the things I'm really bad for is when I water my plants. Now, I recently had a plant die on me, so this really inspired this NFC tag creation. So the cool thing about this NFC tag that I have underneath my watering can is once it's scanned, it immediately adds an event to my calendar that says plants have been watered. So next time when I'm like, wait, did I water the plants? I can just go to my calendar and see, hey, when's the last entry with plants watered? Boom, there it is. And I didn't have to manually go in and type in anything. Again, like none of these things are strenuous tasks to do, but if I can make them easier, why not? And hopefully it increases the chances of me actually sticking to it. Really, I think what makes NFC tags useful and so powerful is when they're useful to you and to your life and your routines and the things that you want to get better at. So hopefully in today's video, you found something in here that resonates with something that you could actually see value in incorporating into your routine. But at the core, I think anyone who wants to start programming these into their life really just needs to look at your own life and see where are some areas you could use some help with where an NFC tag could fit in really well. Or even in the case of DIYing your own phone blocker, these are things that can have real impact on your life and really change the way in which you show up every single day. I feel that has been tremendously true with me and my DIY social media blocker. It's been great and scary because it reminds me of how addicted I am to my phone, but I know all of us are addicted to my phone, so I feel no shame for it. I'm just trying to get better. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions or if there's more things that you want to hear about related to NFC tags, me talking about using them in specific areas of your life. Don't forget to hit subscribe too so you don't miss future videos, and I will see you all very soon with a new one. Until then, bye everyone.